sorts of interesting things going to happen tonight. Just got to get up on my stool here on my piano. We'll start out with a little jazz piano. Why, hi there! Hi there, Glenn. Oh, my trainer's here. Hi there, Alexis. Welcome to Lifestyle with Lawni Belle. That's right. Oh, lifestyle. What is lifestyle, everybody? Well, lifestyle's about looking good on the outside and looking good on the inside. I think that calls for some jazz piano. Woo, hey. So, I wanted to talk about a few things tonight. I wanted to talk about, well, hi, Wayne. Howdy, Wayne. My friend Wayne's here. I wanted to talk about beauty, joy, confidence, and empowerment. So, I was given the title of the ambassador of Turkmenivanistan, which is a small independent nation in the Caucasus in Eastern Europe. It's near Turkmenistan, but it's Turkmenivanistan. And I'm not going to lie, it is ruled by a murderous dictator. So when I received this honor in the mail, of course, it was a certificate from my friend Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney, I'm responsible for the Beatles, of course. I found them in Germany. I was out there. I was producing a couple other bands, and I met Paul. And anyway, John, they were great. Well, my friend Paul recently, he's an ambassador as well, and he was talking to the people in Washington who appoint ambassadors, and Paul McCartney said, well, you really should get Lawni Belle for the ambassadorship to Turkmenivanistan, because I am an expert in befriending dictators. My goal, you see, is to get in there where all the evil people are, the despots, the murderers, the corrupt parts of society, and I like to transform them with joy and beauty. That's right, because when you feel good on the inside, you feel good on the outside. When you feel good on the outside, you feel good on the inside. Okay, so what happens when the dictator of Turkmenivanistan gives you a pure topaz chicken leg as a gift? What do? Do you say no? This pure topaz chicken leg given to me by the dictator of Turkmenivanistan, of which I'm now the ambassador, this was dug by orphan children. Orphan children who didn't have clothing, they didn't have skin. Their skin had been burned off by the dictator of Turkmenivanistan because he likes the burned skin of children in his grilled cheese. That is not a lie. I can't make that up. Truth is stranger than fiction. Okay, so the dictator of Turkmenivanistan. I'm at the airport. I'm arriving. I got my backpack. I got my suitcase. I brought Glenn, my trainer, because Lawni Belle has to stay fit no matter where she is or what she's doing. She's got to stay fit. All right, so me and Glenn get off the airplane in Turkmenivanistan, and there's the dictator. He's standing there, and he presents me with this amber topaz chicken leg. Now, apparently, chickens are a animal that's worshipped in Turkmenivanistan. It's a sacred animal, the chicken. And when it's eaten, everybody sings a song, and they wear these special chicken robes. It's very dramatic. And I didn't know what to say. I knew that I needed to be gracious, so I accepted the topaz chicken leg that had been dug by the skinless orphans in Turkmenivanistan, who are wearing sheer medical raincoats to keep their flesh and their organs from spilling out onto the tarmac where Glenn and I had landed. So I thought to myself, Lawni Belle, if there's one thing you can do as the ambassador of Turkmenivanistan, it's turn this thing around. So I accepted this topaz chicken leg dug by skinless orphans in Turkmenivanistan, and the first thing I did, I said, wow, dictator of Turkmenivanistan, where did this come from? And the dictator said to me, Lawni Belle, well, he said it through an interpreter. Luckily, Glenn, my trainer, also is fluent in Turkmenivanistanian. Thank God, he's very multi-talented. So he was able to interpret. Glenn said that the dictator said that these were dug by the orphans, the skinless orphans. And I said to Glenn to tell the dictator of Turkmenivanistan, my first job as ambassador of Turkmenivanistan is to return the orphans to being full-skinned. I think it's enough to be an orphan. You don't have to have no skin. And so I said to the dictator, I think these orphans can do better work, more efficient work, more diligent work if they have skin. And so the dictator of Turkmenistan heard Glenn, because I'd said this through Glenn, my interpreter / trainer, and he looked at me and he heard one word. What word was that? Efficiency. Efficiency is more important in economics than anything else, because the more efficient you are, the more money you can make. And that's what dictators care about. They care about money because money is power. Okay? And so what I did, my first job, my first check off my to-do list as the ambassador of Turkmenivanistan was return the skin to the orphans, and I did that. Hi, Pinkabye. Welcome. Welcome, Marco. We're so glad to have you here with Lifestyle with Lawni Belle. My first seminar tonight is relaying a story of how I returned the skin to the skinless orphans of Turkmenivanistan by wheedling the dictator of Turkmenivanistan to know that efficiency is more important. And when orphans have skin, they can dig topaz out of mines easier if they don't have skin. And that means more topaz chicken legs for the dictator of Turkmenivanistan to give to all sorts of powerful people to bribe. So my first act, check off that list. I returned the skin to the orphans, and now all the orphans of Turkmenivanistan have skin. And I'd like to thank Paul McCartney, my friend Paul McCartney, for recommending me for the ambassadorship. So the next time somebody recommends you for the ambassadorship, say of the office, you're the Excel spreadsheet expert of Emory Hospital. Maybe that's your job. You're the data expert. People come to you and they say, Marco, we need 5,000 Excel sheets of the top richest donors at Emory Hospital. And you say, no problem, I'm efficient. And that means you are going to receive a topaz chicken leg from the people at the top, because everybody at the top receives a topaz chicken leg from the dictator of Turkmenivanistan. So you're welcome. So I'm known as the premier jazz pianist in the world, and I want to talk a little bit in Lifestyles with Lawni Belle about hard work and determination and grit. Okay? Oh, hi, Big Peaches. Big Peaches is here. So glad you're here. I'm talking about hard work and grit. Okay. How did Lawni Belle become the top jazz pianist on planet Earth? I mean, you gotta understand that there's only one person who's responsible for Britney coming to the stage, Miley Cyrus, Shakira, Rhiannon. It's Lawni Belle. I discovered all these artists. I go around the world, and I go to small places, and I seek out charisma. And I do that with hard work and grit. Okay? Where does the hard work and grit come from? Well, it comes from within. I find that I name each organ in my body an animal. And when I name the organs an animal, it allows me to tap into their animal nature, which is survival and work. Okay, a lion doesn't go out and lie around. He's running the whole time. He's running to catch a prey to eat, to survive. And I am running. The lion within my thighs. I've named my thighs lions. My lion thighs. And my thighs run. They run to get talent, charisma, because that's what the world yearns for. Everyone just wants charisma and talent on screens, on stages. Well, Lawni Belle goes out and finds that talent. And I use my lion legs, and I use my dolphin beat heart. That's right. I've named my dolphin heart the beat. That's right. So when I need to tap into something, I don't know what to do. Lawni Belle says, where am I going to find the next talent? I'm in Turkmenivanistan. I'm saving skinless orphans. I'm having to work through my guilt about owning a topaz chicken leg found by crafted by skinless orphans in Turkmenivanistan. How do I find the humph, the get up and go in my heart? Well, I tap into the beat of the dolphin. The beat, the dolphin arcing through the skies of the water. You see, the sky and the water are the same. So when I say the sky, I mean the water. And when I say the water, I mean the sky, because it's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. Well, hello, Jordy. Thank you. This necklace was given to me by the king of Vilkensnurb. Vilkensnurb is a very tiny country. It's within Sweden. No one's heard of it. They are independent, but Sweden thinks they're still part of Sweden. Now, the king of Vilkensnurb, I met him at a buffet table in Vegas. I had just come off a gig, and he was getting some noodles, and he didn't know what sushi was. He'd never had sushi. Well, Lawni Belle can tell you that's my favorite, raw fish. And so I shared with the king of Verkenslurben, and we have been friends ever since. And this necklace, in fact, it's made out of tree resin from ancient trees 10,000 years old, and it was crafted by his nephew. His nephew is the one person in Sweden, in all of Scandinavia, who can go out and dig in the resin of these trees. It has to be sourced by hands, and the hands have to be from Vilkensnurb. It's magic. So that's where this necklace is from. So let's talk about your own spirit animal. What's your spirit animal? What are you going to call your beat? What is it? Is it a dolphin arcing through the waters, arcing through the sky? A sky dolphin? What is a sky dolphin but the omnipotent being? That's right. I don't believe in one omnipotent being. I believe in millions. Every molecule is a sky dolphin. Well, hi there, Owen. Good to see you. My friend Owen is here. He's a premier artist. All y'all are premier artists. So when you're thinking about your beat, know that every DNA molecule within the heartbeat pulse is part of the great unknown, the oblivion, the illusion. Is it a dolphin? Is it a cake? Is it a cake with wings flying through the air? Is it a capybara? Capybaras love water. When Lawni Belle was the ambassador of Peru, I was down there and I was given a little fleet of capybara. Now, most people don't know this, but Lawni Belle only likes to go into the waters up to my knees because, well, I just don't like to get shriveled skin. I got my skincare regime. Well, I was given all these narwhals, and everyone knows narwhals just love water, and I had to bring them in my hotel room, and I had to get a swimming pool put into my hotel room inside, because these capybaras were very connected to my heartbeat pulse. They could see the dolphins and my heart arcing through my meat suit. And so I just faced my fear of my skin getting wet and my skincare regime being interrupted. So I want you all to talk to your heartbeat. What kind of animal is it? Write in and tell me what your animal is in your heartbeat pulse. Now, next we're going to talk about confidence. I want you to feel confident, because when you feel confident, everyone else around you feels confident. Now, the first part of confidence is boosting others around you. So if you're feeling jealous, envious, that archaeologist you work alongside, that archaeologist was promoted to top archaeologist in the Pompeii dig, and you wanted to be top archaeologist. You wanted to find that mosaic of those naked people dancing around the Venus fountain. But they didn't choose you. They chose another archaeologist. Okay, you're feeling envious, you're feeling angry, you're mean to the archaeologist who was chosen and promoted to top Pompeii archaeologist, because that was what you wanted. Well, it's time to identify that feeling and say, okay, if her dream came true, this archaeologist who was promoted, doesn't that make it, it's a good thing for planet Earth. If one person's dream comes true, it means everyone else's might be able to, right? So if we boost up others, oh, I love you too, Les Claypool fan club. Remember when we were at NAMM and I found you? That was great, wasn't it? Oh, God, I go to NAMM to find music people. NAMM is the music conference around the world where me and Stevie Wonder, we hang out, me and Les Claypool, all the biggies. That's where Elton John and I, we did a duet. You think Elton John is playing the piano with Lawni Belle. But let's go back to feeling envy. Okay, you're feeling envious of this archaeologist, okay, who got the job you wanted. Instead of feeling envious, just try to say, wow, congratulations, and offer real, genuine words of encouragement and joy and happiness for this archaeologist who got the top job at Pompeii, digging out the mosaics of naked people dancing. And your words of kindness and encouragement to that archaeologist that you envy will come back to you. Because that archaeologist that you're envious of will say, oh my God, Lawni Belle, thank you. Thank you for your kind words. I know you wanted that job as top archaeologist. I know you wanted to get into Pompeii and dig out those mosaics of those naked people frolicking, Dionysus celebrations, ancient mosaics. I know you wanted that glory. And I'll say to that archaeologist, you're right, I did. But I'm so glad you got it. And maybe we can celebrate together. And all of a sudden, this envy you felt has been transformed into real joy and celebration for this new friend who's going to call you up and say, hey, Lawni Belle, you got to come over. I'm digging up a real good mosaic and I need help. And together, you and the top archaeologist, side by side, will dig up a Dionysus hedonistic mosaic of pure animalistic, you know what I mean, just getting it on, ancient people in mosaic form, with scarves, with grapes, with lions, with gladiators, just doing it. But you're going to dig that up with that archaeologist together, and you're going to get the glory together. Because you gave your beat, your pulse beat, your dolphin heart to the person you envied. And that is confidence, that's beauty, that's lifting up the world. Not just you. You've lifted up others, but it lifts you up at the same time. Okay, there are dictators out there. There are angry, sad people who want to squish you. They want to squish you down. They want to squish your joy. You got to reach that joy out. You got to shoot dolphins out of your heart. You got to shoot dolphins with rainbows. Dolphins with rainbow unitards. You got to shoot them out of your heart. You got to shoot dolphins with unitards out of your eyeballs. That's right, out of your balls. Shooting dolphins wearing unitards with rainbows and glitter. Oh, I don't fuck around. Sometimes I have to say that word, and that's okay. That's when I'm real serious. And if there are kids listening, know that that word is just a sound that came out of my face. It's an illusion. It's all an illusion. We agree it means something naughty. We agree money is something. What is it? It's paper. Who cares? Can you eat it? No. If your airplane flying over the Andes crashes and you're with your dead loved ones, they're all dead, and all you got are some paper monies, you got millions of dollars in cash, no food, just a lot of dead bodies of your dead loved ones, and paper money. What's valuable? The flesh of your dead loved ones. That's what's valuable, because you can feed on that flesh. It won't be fun. It won't be pretty, but that's when you got to shoot that dolphin out of the beat. Shoot the dolphin out. And instead of seeing dead flesh of your dead loved ones, you're seeing beautiful slabs of sashimi and maybe some fettuccine alfredo, maybe a nice apple crumble with with vanilla ice cream on top. That's what you got to do when you're trapped with no food and millions of dollars in the flesh of your dead loved ones. When you are trapped in a terrible situation where you're going to be starving for weeks, you're going to die, and all you have are millions of dollars, your topaz chicken leg that the dictator of Turkmenivanistan gave you, which was mined by skinless orphans, and your dead loved ones who have frozen in the tundra, you got to say thank you. Thank you for freezing the meat of my loved ones, because that meat will sustain you. And instead of looking at it negatively and saying, oh, I gotta eat the flesh of my dead loved ones, this really sucks, you gotta say, this is great. This is great to have ice. This ice is preserving the flesh of my dead loved ones, and it will sustain me until the safety crew comes and saves you. Is this a true story? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, Glenn and I, my trainer, who's also the interpreter, he's fluent in Turkmenivanian, we were flying over the Alps of Turkmenivanistan. And Turkmenivanistan is a very, very poor country. Our airplane crashed. And all the people in the plane who were they were new loved ones, but they were loved ones. It was the golf team of Turkmenivanistan. They all died. They crashed. Me and Glenn are alive. The pilot's dead. All we got are our topaz chicken legs, millions of dollars in cash, because that's how we travel. And now the flesh of the golf team of Turkmenivanistan. We weren't saved. We weren't rescued for 3 weeks. What did we do? We used our baby eyes. Baby eyes are when you see the world through baby eyes. Everything's cute. Everything's adorable and wonderful. Everybody's a baby or a baby animal. So we saw the dead golf team, dead Turkmenistanian golf team as through baby eyes. They were so beautiful and cute. They were food to sustain us, so that when the safety crews finally came, which took 3 weeks, by the way, but it's okay because we sang and we did fitness and we did some jazz piano. When that happened, we were okay because we had seen the world through baby eyes and sustained ourselves on the flesh of our dead loved ones. And baby eyes are the same as rainbow dolphins shooting out of your balls. Shoot, 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 shoot. Okay? That's my jazz piano. Feels so good to emote, to be here with you all. Okay, so we're going to talk about one more thing before my seminar's over. I want you to get a piece of paper, a fake piece of paper, an invisible piece of paper, and a pen. And I want you to write down the word that you want for this week for yourself. What word do you want for yourself? For you. What word wants to help you? Hard work, fitness, sleep well, call best friend, call mom, call dad, call your doctor and make that appointment for the mammogram that you've been putting off for weeks and weeks, years. Call for that colostomy bag getting fixed. Whatever. What do you want to do this week? What's your focus? I want you to write it down. And I want you to put a heart around it. And I want you to shoot rainbows out of that heart and throw in some dolphins. Throw in some dolphins and maybe some little capybaras wearing tiaras. Why? Because tiaras are beautiful. And beauty makes people happy. And happiness spreads. Just like honey. Honey gets everywhere, right? You pull out some honey out of the honey jar and it's everywhere. It's on your hands, it's on your eyelids, it's on your hair, your beautiful hair. It's everywhere, right? Yeah, Les Claypool fan club knows, okay? So, my point is, your happiness spreads like honey. Joy spreads like honey. Take that word of whatever it is you want to focus on this week, because we're coming into a work week. We got things to do. We got to be grown-ups. We can't sit around schmoozing at buffets with the king of Vingerslord all day. I mean, I do that, but I also do a lot of work. I got to compose my next jazz improv opera. That comes from the heartbeat, pulse. All right? There's hard work to do. But if you write the word down with hearts and unicorns and shooting out tiaras with capybaras on them, and going to make that hard work bitter. And when your hard work's bitter, your heart soars. It soars like an eagle. My friend Wayne knows about eagles soaring. I love you too, Les Claypool Fan Club. I love all you out there. I love all you out there because love spreads. And if love spreads, why not spread it? It's like honey. It gets everywhere, and we want that. That's a good thing. It's not good to have honey all over your lipstick and all over your jumpsuit and all over your topaz chicken leg, mined by the orphans in Turkmenistan who did not have skin. But now, thanks to Lawni Belle and my personal trainer, Glenn, they have skin. And that's the hard work of being a person, is facing a hard situation and making something better out of it. Some people in the olden days called it lemons out of lemonade. Right? Well, I call it giving skin to skinless orphans. All right, it's turning a pile of skinless orphans into a chorus line of happy singing children. And that's what you can do every single day with Lawni Belle in your heartbeat pulse. Just take me, put me real small, put me in your heart right there. Put me in a little unitard, a little rainbow unitard. Give me some dolphins just shooting out of my cheekbones. Dolphin eyebrows. Dolphin lips, right? And then when you're feeling funky, you're feeling funky because the doctor called and said, oh, we got to put in a colostomy bag, or we got to do a colonoscopy, a double colonoscopy, a triple colonoscopy, or gee whiz, your eyebrow tattoos got to come off because those tattoos are toxic waste. It was made with toxic waste. That's what was injected into your forehead, was toxic waste. Because the dictator of Turkmenistan, their plastic surgeons who do eyebrow touch-ups are using toxic waste because it's not a first world country. It's not regulated. So the moral of that is don't get your eyebrows touched up in Turkmenivanistan. I may be the ambassador of Turkmenivanistan, but that means I tell you what you should do. You should eat the dumplings in Turkmenivanistan. They're delicious. They are scrumptious. They're plump. They're fluffy. Do not get your eyebrows touched up. Don't get them tattooed on there. They're going to put toxic waste in it. And then you're going to have to go back down to the Maldives and get Dr. Ludkin. I love Dr. Ludkin. She is the best. She's in the Maldives. Tell her Lawni Belle sent you. She'll give you a 10% discount. She's the best. Go to the Maldives for your eyebrows. Do not go to Turkmenivanistan. Well, I think we've just about wrapped up our seminar for tonight. I want you to look at your paper with your word on it, the hearts around that word, the rainbow shooting out, the dolphins shooting out. Put some tiaras around it, some topaz chicken legs. How about these pearls? Did you see these pearls? Oopsie, there goes my golden Santa Claus. This was given to me by Queen Elizabeth. That's right, she mailed it in. I introduced Queen Elizabeth to her husband, Philip. May he rest in peace. I introduced them. We were at a mix and mingle. Oh gosh, in the 1950s. It was a long time ago. And I knew him because he and I used to go out and shoot partridge together. I'm a good shot. I love shooting a partridge. I love to make a partridge pie out of a partridge I myself have killed. I think that's the way to eat meat. Well, I was shooting partridge with Philip. He wasn't a prince then. He was just Philip. And I knew Queen Elizabeth because we were at a Tupperware party together. It was the 1950s when Tupperware was new, and she bought all the Tupperware, all of it. And as we were shooting partridge, Prince Philip was saying, oh, God, I don't know what to put my partridge in. And I said, oh, my God, my friend Elizabeth has hundreds of Tupperware. And I set them up. Prince Philip got Tupperwares for all his partridges, and they fell in love. So at the wedding, although you see there was the wedding on television, and then they had a private wedding where I married them. It was beautiful. And so that's about the end of my seminar for tonight. I love you all. Does anyone have any questions? Write in any questions if you got a question, because now's the time. All right, everybody, I want you to listen to the beat, beat, pulse, pulse. And remember, joy spreads like honey. So spread that joy. I got to get up now and turn off this Instagram. I love y'all. I'll be back. Oh, good thing I worked out with Glenn or I wouldn't be able to get off that seat. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.